So students, the last chapter in Unit 3 is the broadcaster wear. So now first we will see the what are the different types of wears. Okay. So previously we seen a rectangular wear, triangular wear, and a trapezoidal wear. Okay. So main types of wear: sharp crusted wear and broad crusted wear. Okay, we know about crust. Okay, so if the crust is very narrow, means it is called a sharp crusted wear. And if the wear is crust is very broad, that means the length of the crust is huge, means that is called a broad crusted wear. So according to that sharp crusted wear, there are three categories that we already seen: rectangular wear, triangular wear, and trapezoidal wear. In case of broad crusted wear, only rectangular wear is there. Okay. So next, come into the broad crusted wear. What is it by broad crusted wear? Here we are having wide crust. Here we are having wide crust. Okay, wide crust means the crust is length is huge. Okay, it's known as broad crusted wear. Mainly used in medium to large size rivers and canals. Okay, this is the typical cross section of the broad crusted wear. So this is the crust portion. This is the crust portion. This is the cutting section. This is upstream side. This is upstream side, and this is the downstream side. Okay, upstream side. This is downstream side. So the maximum discharge in broad crusted wear is 1.705 CDL H power 3 by 2. So it is 1.705 CDL H power 3 by 2. There will be derivation is there. Derivation is not required. Only you memorize this formula. Okay, is enough. And this is the photo of the broad crusted wear. You can see here. This is the crust. You can see the length of the crust. It is the huge length. So water is flowing above the crust. So you can see here near to the crust, the depth of the water is slightly increases. Okay, this is due to the velocity of approach. So in this picture, we can clearly see the head of the water. Okay, so this is mainly due to the velocity of approach, as we seen previous class problems. Okay, this is the best example for the broad crusted wear. And this is also another picture showing the broad crusted wear. So you can see here, this is the upstream side and this is the downstream side. Okay, see water is flowing from upstream side to downstream side through this broad crusted wear. Okay. Next, end contraction in wear. What is meant by end contraction? Okay, suppose the width of the channel is more and width of the wear or notch is the crust width of notch or wear is small, means so that is called end contraction. Okay, so an end contraction is when the length of the wear is less than the width of the channel. Okay, length of the wear is less than the width of the channel. Okay, and a nappy contracts either one or both sides of the wear. Okay, so the following pictures shows the end contraction. You can see here, this is the channel. This is the channel. So you can see the channel width. Okay, so this is the channel width, but you can see this notch or wear. Okay, whatever may be notch or wear width. So the wear or notch width, that means the crust width is less than the channel width. Okay, so by we are providing the end contraction. So this two place is called end contractions. Okay, so we contract at the length of the channel. Okay, so it is called end contractions. So this is the important 2 mark problem. So you can draw the diagrams like this. Okay, now we will discuss the one problem in the broadcaster beer. Okay, because in third unit, the last chapter, they mentioned the broadcaster beer only. Okay, so I'll read the question. Please follow. A broadcaster beer of 50-meter length and 50 centimeter height. So here you can see length is given in terms of meter and height is given in terms of centimeter. Okay, please note down. So the length is 50 meter and the height is 50 centimeter. 50 centimeter height of water above its crust. Find the maximum discharge. So what they asking? Q. Okay. Take CD is 0.6. The coefficient of discharge of the weir is 0.6. Neglect velocity of approach. So initially the first here there are two cases. One is without velocity approach and with velocity approach. So first we will neglect the velocity of approach. Next, if the velocity of approach is to be taken into consideration. Okay. Find the maximum discharge when the channel has cross-sectional area of 50 meters square on the upstream side. Okay, so this is the question. So next, length of weir L is equal to 50 meter and the height 50 centimeter. That means 0.5 meter. CD is 0.6. So neglecting velocity of approach, maximum discharge is given by the equation. So we already seen the equation. What is that equation? Maximum discharge 1.705 into CDL H power 3 by 2. So this is the equation. So substitute all the values. 1.705 into CD. CD is 0.6 and L length. Length of the weir 50 meter and height of the weir is 0.5 meter. Okay, so we got an answer 18.084 meter cube per second. 18.084 meter cube per second. So this is the discharge value. So now taking the velocity approach. So the first case neglecting velocity approach. Next case taking velocity approach into consideration. So in this formula, a slight modification we have to do. For that we need HA. That means head to tube velocity head. Okay, so that is VA square by 2G. That is called VA velocity head. VA square by 2G. So HA is equal to VA square by 2G. How to calculate VA? So VA is nothing but Q. That means discharge divided by area of the channel. Discharge divided by area of the channel. So discharge we already found. How much? 18.084 divided by what is the area of the channel? It is 50 meter square. Okay, 50 meter square. So 18.084 divided by 50. So we got 0.36 meter per second. So finally HA is equal to VA square by 2G equal to, so VA is 0.36 square divided by 2 into 9.81. Okay, 2 into G 9.81, which is equal to 0.0066 meter. So this is the answer. Okay, so this is HA, additional head due to consideration of velocity approach. So now we will see the maximum discharge. So how to calculate maximum discharge? So same formula, same this formula, but we have to include this HA. So the formula changes into like this. That means 1.705 into CDL into H plus HA. So capital H plus additional head HA power 3 by 2 minus HA power 3 by 2. So 1.705 into CD. CD is 0.6 into a length 50 and H 0.5 plus HA 0.0066 minus 0.0066 power 3 by 2. So finally we got an answer 18.412 meter cube per second. 18.412 meter cube per second. So this is the answer for the question. Okay, so you can see without considering velocity approach, it is 18.084. 18.084. While with considering velocity approach, it is 18.412. So the slight discharge is increased. Okay, so this is the accurate result. This is the accurate result. So while taking velocity approach gives the accurate discharge. So this is approximate discharge. Actually, this is wrong. This is the approximate discharge only. Accurate is 18.412 is the correct answer. Okay, so this is the simple problem in broad cluster where while considering velocity approach and without considering the velocity of approach. Okay, students. So up to this, the unit 3 is over. Okay, in unit 3, second part, we seen notches, wears, in notches and wears, rectangular, triangular, trapezoidal, sypilotic, and broadcaster wear. So this type of notches and wears we seen. So unit 3 is the very simple unit. You can score full marks in the unit 3. Okay, so don't forget to attend unit 3 problems and the theory question. It is very simple. Okay, so next to unit 4. Unit 4 is the flow through pipes. Okay, there are a lot of problems there in unit 4 compared to unit 3. It's somewhat more problems there. Okay, so next we will see the unit 4. Okay, thank you for the understanding, students. Thank you.